Taurus.
Hello Taurus, this is your forecast for May of 2013 and happy birthday. It is your birthday month and you're starting off on the top of the month here with Mercury ingressing into your sign, meaning that it's going to be more powerful there in its own sign, and it will be joining there with the Sun, which it already did here in April at the end of the month. So from May 1st here, it is going to be powerful in the sense that your Sun is going to be trining Pluto, which is your sense of power at the most potent, since they both join together, and it's going to be between your first house and the ninth house. So what does that say though? That it's the I am energy. It's the essence of who you are, which is really joining these forces here with Pluto. That's reaching for higher truths. You're reaching for something of justice. You're really empowering yourself by bringing these energies down and into consciousness. So anything that needs to be balanced, and if you're in any kind of legal situation, for example, which the ninth house could be, this is a really, really good time for you to have a home run and to speak your highest truths with a sense of conviction. Now, for those of you that are taking exams, studies, and whatnot, which also is the ninth house, well, then I'll say that your focus right now here from top of the month is really good. It's like recapping things at a supersonic speed and depth. Okay, it's all these little synapses that are opening up all your files of what you've been studying throughout the year, coming together for you. And you have in the first house also Mercury and Sun, you got Mars, you got Venus there, and also the new moon. So it's a smack full house of you focusing on your needs. This is the only time of the year that you get to have not just, you know, your solar return and having the Sun return to your birth sign or your sun sign, but you're having all these other planets keeping you in company. That's going to help shapeshift the rest of how 2013 is going to look like. So actually it's like a vision board month for you to really dream it up and dream it big. You think small, you'll get small. If you think big, even though you don't know how to get there, you will get big. You will be able to reach for those goals and stars. Mars is there, and Mars will empower you to rev up your own physical energy as well. It might have been a little dormant here through February and March. April, it started picking up some speed. Now it's in your house. I see you know, taking this and channeling it. You only have this every other year. It takes 2 years for Mars to orbit around. So right now for you to use this energy to lay grounds, foundation, to put your ambitions into the larger picture, which you will be achieving later on, that is all very, very potent, and the best way you can be using this Marsy energy. We're going to go through certain dates where you'll see how it's going to come together for you with the support of the other planets. So we also have here then, on the 3rd, we have Mercury and Neptune harmonious. And I think just what these last couple of days there, you know, on the 1st, end of April, and here on the 1st of May, have felt so good. You felt empowered with Mercury in your sign too now. It's like you're talking the talk and walking it too. And with that solar Pluto energy, it's like Mercury's thinking, wow, yeah, what do I want? Neptune's all about vision, you know, thinking the big, vast picture. It's beyond Jupiter. Jupiter is huge, right? But Neptune travels behind it. So it extends that vision that you have. And so it's really time to listen to those dreams. And don't limit yourself. You know, if you do, that's what you're going to get. Like I said, you know, even though you don't know how to get there, how to achieve it, the future can get you there. But you're not there yet. But nothing can ever manifest if you don't dream it first. So, you know, open that and have a wonderful couple of days here, just fine-tuning where it is you want to land over the next 3 to 5 years. And then we have the 5th and 6th. We have Pluto and Mars. They're trine, meaning that they're working harmoniously together. And Mercury's in there, and then we also have Saturn, because Saturn is going to be opposing Mercury, putting you in the place of, okay, so what do I do? How do I get there? What do I need to do? I just have these great visions here, you know, for 2 days of the future, but how do I get there? So your think tank is starting to kick in. Saturn wanting to take responsibility and give grounding to those visions, because vision alone, it's like dreams alone are nothing. They're sandcastles. They have to have some kind of manifestation energy with them, which Saturn is perfect, helping you to do. And then Mars is your drive, ambition, Pluto, the energy of transformation, bringing it into reality. Pluto is transformative, and that is affecting the way you're thinking. It's like you're programming, or should I say reprogramming, your own onboard biocomputer here. It's like, yeah, I can get this, you know, and it doesn't have to be an immediate outcome. You know, we're so focused on instantaneous rewards, and if we don't get that right now, well, then it has no worth. But whatever you're dreaming in, programming your mind, Neptune, okay, bringing it, Mercury and Saturn together, it's like wiring your system to send out these far-reaching energies, like fishing hooks into the future, reeling yourself in as you progress over the next few months, and I would like to say years too. So on the 7th, I see you feeling really, really good about that. Something has happened, consciousness has kicked in, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, yeah, well, I could never have come to this spot in my consciousness if I hadn't gone through the hardships of these past few months, this last year. It's been a little hard for some of you because Saturn is opposing your sign. It's been draining your energy. It's been blocking you off from what you thought was important to you, especially in relationships, because that is where Saturn is, in the 7th house, and that is love, marriage, and partnership. So, you know, you've struggled there, some of you. So, you know, you're feeling like your battery has been depleted. Now, the new voice is coming in is that you're finding your strength, your inner power. Not that happiness is always related to some other person, because when we do, we give our power away, leaving us feeling vulnerable. It's like, what if that person isn't there? Then I'm worth nothing. You know, that's the downside of projecting happiness to the outside external world. Now it's all a new tune. Happiness is what you make. It's what you create. You are happiness. You know, the equivalent of either I have happiness or not. It's how you think. You know, and as we think positively, as we take that power back, you know, we give out that joy, that happiness, that sparkle. And what does that do? It magnetizes new joy, new happiness, new people, new relationships coming in that vibrates on that same frequency. And so it's like it's a magical month for you, and I hope you can do the most for this. Now also there's some healing here on the 7th, because now as you're incorporating this too, so now you've incorporated several things just on these first days of the month. Here comes the healing part. That's Chiron. And Chiron is right in there with Mercury and Mars saying, yeah, but that hurt. It really hurt to go through these lessons. And I'm bitter and I'm mad and I'm angry because whatever this relationship, this Saturn, this partnership that's been blocking me this last year, I'm bitter and I'm angry and I've lost things. And it's like, well, do you want to continue to feel that you're losing, you know, over the next year or two? That's your choice. And you're still projecting your happiness, you know, to what's been lost. So of course you're hurting. But by taking that back, what you just realized over these last couple of days is that as you let it go, you're taking your power back. Happiness is not out there, it's here. it's here. Then you will see that actually what you're bitter towards turns to joy, you know, because you've re-empowered it. You reignited your own spark. And now you're going to see that actually maybe it was a blessing that what left needed to go, so you could find this divine light that's in you, you know. And so in that there's this healing when the lamp goes off and you get this moment of eureka, of aha, now I see, now I understand. And just as that happens, we have here on the 9th Venus moving out of your sign. And when we have Venus to our sign, we're extra beautiful, we shine, we radiate more, we're more attractive. You've had this here in April, now coming into May. But on the 9th, it's going to move into the 3rd house of, 2nd house, I'm so sorry. It's going to move into the 2nd house of your solar scope, which is into the area of finances and income. And I think many of you will take a big sigh of relief. So now is a time where you can feel that money will come to you easier. There's more of a flow. It is in your 2nd house or in your sign of Gemini. So communication, whatever papers, documents, or how you communicate through your career with clients, that may come across that much more harmonious and giving, for example. And you will also feel that you can start spending a little bit more money on yourself. And you deserve that because you've been saving. Taurus, it's been hard with that Saturn where it's been, you know, so you've been challenged. And now is the time to actually go in and rehab yourself, you know, go to the spa. Do something that you feel is luxurious. Venus loves luxury items. And it's also a good time to draw more money to you. So it can just as easily go out as you can create new money, thinking new ways of how you can increase your money source. And you only have it here for approximately a month. So make the most out of bringing in new income, okay? It's easy enough to spend it. But you want to kind of think long term, because this is the month of the year for you where you can use that programming to draw in more good financial income. Then we have here on the new moon, we have it on the 9th, and it is going to be in your 1st house, just before it kind of moves into your 2nd house of income as well. So right now, the best way for you to use the new moon is to make promises to how you want to treat yourself this entire year, okay? We only get this once a year, that you can put the wish card, you know, in the 1st house, and that's where it is, and that's all about you, okay? Not anybody else. It's not about home, family, work, co-workers, travel. It's about you. How do you want to treat yourself? How do you want to be treated from others? What are you going to accept and what won't you accept of how people treat you? Those things right now. Put that on your vision board. When we have a vision board, it's all about programming or onboard biocomputer. And then let it go. Then this new moon is, and it's a new moon eclipse too. So it gives it even more oomph. So lucky you. And then it's going to move into your 2nd house of finances and join up there with Venus. So, and Mercury, that is already there. So, well, Venus isn't there yet. It's coming in on the 20th, but it's joining up with Mercury, and then Venus will be going in there on the 20th, and we have a very exciting day on the 18th. This is when Venus and Uranus is going to do the dance together. It's going to be between your 2nd house and your 12th house. So, unexpected, either money coming your way, it could be anything that you value or you love, or it could also even be a new love coming in, perhaps out of the blue. Venus brings us love and those things that we desire. Uranus brings us the unexpected and surprises. So whatever that is, just keep an eye on the 18th and see what it's going to bring you. It can be different for everyone. Then we have the Sun moving into your 2nd house. bringing us to that 20th that we spoke about. And on the same day, we're kind of touching on that volatile energy of that Uranus and Pluto square, which has been around, will be around for a while, but it's not always that they meet on the exact degree. We have that on this day. For you, it's going to be between the 12th house and the 9th house. I see this energy actually expressing itself powerfully more on a global level, politically, and even Mother Earth herself. Maybe she wants a quake or a shake. But in personal lives for you, it'll be between those things that you are subconsciously reflecting on, trying to heal, trying to release, where you've been, anything from childhood up to now. It's like, it's laying there, your path, how it's kind of done the twists and turns up to this point, and where is it going to lead you. A lot of daydreaming. And then this Pluto from the 9th house, once again, it can have anything to do with higher education. You might hear something. If you've been seeking college, it might be a time where you get some news. It could also have, once again, anything with courts and legal systems. It's really going to pack a punch on this day. And unexpected news, because Mercury is there tying into the whole thing. And then on the 28th, we have Venus and Jupiter is the best two planets that we can have together. It's love and beauty and luxury items. It's finances, and Jupiter that makes everything so exciting and huge. It's so abundant, Jupiter. And this only happens once a year. We get this transit. For you, it's going to fall into your 2nd house of income. So good financial news here on the 28th. You might even get a raise on this day, or you might land a huge contract that will bring you more income. So that is fantastic. And then on the end of the month, we have our full moon on the 24th. And for you, it will be in your 8th house. So other people's money, royalties, commissions. It could be, if you're child support, working with those kind of issues, that full moon will come in, and it's a full moon eclipse as well. So if you've been working on something that's been taking a long time, seemingly like forever, well, something's going to just snap and fall into place, and that's going to be it. Very seldom will we, you get a full moon once a year in this area, but it's very seldom that you will get a full moon eclipse in this area. So something's going to be brought to an end that will behoove you, and on other levels also be bringing in something new, because as one door shuts, something else opens, and that new full moon is going to be moving in through your 9th house into the 10th. So you'll see what that is going to be here in June and July. So I wish you the best. I think this is what we got here for May, and we'll see you next month. Listen to your partner and your own rising sign too. So bye for now.